So welcome everyone to our regular home-based business class. We're going to go over our usual information, sharing with you guys a little bit of our stories, and then why now is a great time to start a business, why home-based business is great, why health and wellness is an amazing area, and why we have all chose Young Living. And with that, I am going to go ahead and turn it over to Sheila for her to start us off.
All right, thank you so much, Tashina. Hi, everybody. I am so happy and grateful for all of you who are here, those of you who are here right now live, and then those who may be watching the recording. I'm so happy and grateful. I just want to kind of make sure somebody just give me something to let me know that everybody's hearing me okay. So a thumbs up or something in the chat. There we go. All right, thanks. So I'm Sheila Sherman, and what I'm going to do today is just briefly give you a little bit of about my story, how I got involved with network marketing, and then also talk about why now is such a perfect time to start a home-based business. And those of you that are maybe have received this recording, perhaps you are looking for something. I would imagine that if you're listening, the person who sent you this video, or for those of you who've come on live, perhaps you're looking for something. And a lot of people are looking for something right now because of the times that we are in. And I want to talk about why now is actually an opportunity. It presents such an opportunity. And what I mean by now, if someone's watching this a year from now, let's say now is like 2020, right? We all know what happened March of 2020 in the US and Canada. I'm in Canada. I'm from Detroit, and I've been here for 20 years, and I've been doing my business for 12 years. So I've been in this industry and in this company for 12 years, and I want to just talk a little bit about that. So 12 years ago, I got started primarily because I was looking for something. And what I was looking for was an opportunity for me to stay home with my kids. I have 6 kids. They're adults now, most of them. I still have one at home. And I was looking for an opportunity to help bring in some income as a single family income. I wanted to also be able to bring in some income, but also be able to stay at home with my kids. So perhaps that's you. Perhaps your full-time gig is stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, or perhaps your full-time gig is a job. And you know, either way, that you love another stream of income. And so I wanted that. And I also wanted time freedom, because network marketing offers this opportunity for time freedom. So what does that mean? Basically, it means take the time to work at your home-based business, and eventually over whatever amount of time, it just depends on the person, but over a certain amount of time, then you're able to have that time freedom where you are basically working less, but still being able to generate a generous income. Now, working less, even though we say that, we love this biz, we love this opportunity, and so it doesn't really feel like we're working, but it is that opportunity to be able to, one, be able to work less, potentially, and also to be able to work from where you'd like to work. So many of us, I've worked from the beach, I've worked on vacation, just because that's actually my favorite time to work is on vacation. So I've worked on vacation, I've worked from home, I've worked in my car, I've worked according to my desires of when I went to work. And so I wanted that. I really, really wanted that. I had to work my business around my kids. My kids were also homeschooling, and I had the job of teacher. And so I had to work things around my kids. That was the time freedom that I was looking for. And so when I found our company, when I found it, and I found that it was the perfect match for me because it offered that time freedom, because it offered financial freedom that I was also looking for, and it offered a community that I loved, I knew that it was something that's great for me. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and get with the person who gave you this video or sent this video to you, or if you're listening right now, to check these things out. Check out what this company and a home-based business has for you. Now, why now? Like, why is this the perfect time? Okay, first of all, I was looking back then, but more and more people are looking now. People are looking for solutions. This being a health and wellness company, people are looking for solutions for their health. This being a home-based business, people are looking for opportunities outside of their job, or perhaps the job they no longer have. And people are needing something. And so now is the perfect time, because we have a solution. We have a solution to what people are looking for. And so you will find that now is a great time to be able to have not only a purpose for your family, to help yourself out, to help out your family, to have another stream of income, to be able to help you feel more secure in a time of insecurity, and also be able to have a purpose of being able to share with others and bring some hope. Bring some hope. Because as you know, a lot of people are losing hope. And we're going into a season where people are talking more about a lockdown, and it's in Canada, it's in US. I don't know, how far things are going to go, how long things are going to go. But right now, everyone's turning to online social media, and that's where people's eyes are. And you have a solution. People are looking. So I just want to mention that why now is a perfect time is because this is not a time that we have to despair. We do not have to despair. We can offer hope for ourselves, for our families, for our friends, for people that are looking for a solution on social media. So there's so many reasons why right now, but right now is a special particular time because of what's going on in 2020. So consider that, and consider checking out what Young Living has to offer that might be able to change your life. I know it's changed mine. Change your life and change the life of friends and family and people that you meet. Okay, that's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Sheila. We greatly appreciate it. And we do have Dana trying to hop on here to see if she can get some internet where she is. And after we talk about why now is a great time to start any type of business, we always go into a little bit of the benefits of actual network marketing and the fact that it's a home-based business. And Dana is dialing in with us on location. So we're going to see if she could just share a little bit about her story before she has to head back to what she's going to do. And then we'll move into some of the other data.
Hey,
Awesome,
everybody.
Thank you.
How's everyone doing? So it's great to see
Awesome.
everybody. It's so good to see everybody this evening. So hopefully my internet holds up. As Tashina mentioned, I'm on location. I'm actually doing a vendor event right now. It's a literal farmer's market. I totally should flip the camera and let you guys see, like, I'm literally on a farm. There's horses over there. There's chickens. It's great. But what we really wanted to talk about is my story, my journey, and why I'm here, and why this is for everyone. For those that don't know me, I am extremely introverted. I remember some of the first times I went to like networking events being like, I am terrified of people. I feel sick to my stomach. I don't know how I can do this. But what I knew, especially when I first started with my journey, is that at the time I was an esthetician. If you know anything about our field, if we don't touch people, we don't make money, right? I had been on bed rest with my son for 5 months. And then it was another year actually before I got employment again. So I lost my job because I was on bed rest. And so at the time, financially, we were really destitute. Like, we were just trying to keep afloat from getting our cars repossessed and, the bill collectors off of our backs. So when Young Living came into my life, honestly, the business, the finances was not on my radar for real. Really, I was looking for healing for my son. I knew that we needed health and wellness because, as I mentioned, I was on bed rest 5 months. He was a very sickly child. But I also knew that I couldn't afford out of my own pocket. And so I had to immediately make a decision. I knew that first and foremost, I wanted to get my products covered. And so whether you are just beginning your journey or maybe you've been around for a long time, I always encourage people at least just start with getting your stuff paid for. Because what would things look like if you no longer had to pay for toothpaste or deodorant or any of the things that Young Living sells, right? So just by leveraging the referral program and the cashback program, we were able to eliminate those as bills, period. And then once we transitioned to that, the next important thing to us was to get ourselves out of the hole that our traditional American lifestyle had put us in, right? So I always tell people, no matter where you are, whether you're, again, just starting or have been in, there's some place for everybody. For us right now, we're in Utah, right? We're from Michigan, but we've been able to spend this whole month in Utah. If it wasn't for Young Living, if it wasn't for the business, if it wasn't for the opportunity, we wouldn't have been able to do this, right? Because we were able to get our debt down, we were able to pay off our mortgage. So we own our condo. We were able to pay off a car. And so I tell people that not to brag. I tell people that to let you know that there's hope. There's hope out there. This can be your story too. Just like any business, obviously, and we're going to talk about it a little bit, it does take some skills. It takes some dedication on your part in order to do so, but it's worth it. And that's the thing. Time, what is something that could give your household and give your family just a little bit of extra boost. So that's a little bit about me, my story. I don't know if there was anything else you guys wanted me to touch on, but I'm glad that all of you guys are here. I'm glad that I can share on that. And even if you're watching the recording, I really, really hope that you take to heart some of the information you'll hear today.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just wanted to say, Dana, that you touched upon that hope, and you weren't on when I was on talking. And that's what I was talking about, is hope. We're in need of hope in our society today. And, not that we didn't always need, to keep hope alive. If you've heard that expression, I'm sure you have. But right now, particularly, hope. And I just found it, that we resonate with that. You didn't even hear me say that earlier because you weren't on yet. But, that's the message I think we want to get across to people, is that this is an opportunity to have to uplift yourself, have some hope, and then also be able to spread that hope around. And that, I know that's our shared mission as well.
Absolutely. So, just reiterating a couple things that Dana was mentioning, she's physically showing us the benefits of having a home-based business of network marketing, the fact that you can build it anywhere, right? She's able to go to another state for an entire month, and she's able to keep her business completely running because of all the things that she's put in place. And then she was able to use that to make, a relatively good income on a regular basis that was able to pay for her products and then help her to become debt free. So those are some of the benefits of network marketing. I'm going to share a little bit on my story, which I love doing because I'm definitely not the typical individual that you find in the health and wellness field nor in Young Living. Usually it's a homeschool mom with 2.5 kids, and I am a divorced person with 0 kids coming from the business world and the automotive industry. And we get through things, we exercise and we talk about healthy things, but we have pizza once every other couple weeks. We have our Buffalo Wild Wings. All of us reach like 30 plus, and then we either have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or some type of heart condition. And we just accept it as part of, this is what happens when you get this age. This is stress. And that's the way that it is. But for me, I unfortunately hit my 30s and was hit with so many things in a row that it was unbearable for me. So I did get the high blood pressure. That was the one that pegged me. But then I also started to get hormone issues. And so I was excessive bleeding for 2 years. I was also in a couple of accidents, 2 of them within 6 months, which gave me body pain. I had gut issues, which kept me in and out of the emergency room for an entire summer. So from 2012 to 2015, I had so many things that hit me. And I would talk to everyone else. And most of the other women either were having hormone issues or already had their body parts out. And most of the other women felt exhausted all the time. And I was like, why does everyone in their 30s feel like they're in their 50s? I don't think this is the way that it's supposed to be, and I'm going to find a better way. And so I started with the basic stuff because I wasn't doing it. I was not exercising on a regular basis because I had some projects that caused me to work 80 hours a week in addition to the volunteer Bible preaching that I did. And so I started to not make excuses and start exercising and stopped getting Taco Bell for dinner after my 8 o'clock call and started eating right. I did a boot camp where I lost 20 pounds because at the time I was 190 pounds, which is clinically obese for my size. I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks and learned to eat better. And now I do protein shakes or egg whites and Power Greens every single morning ever since I did that in the fall of 2014. And then I started to try to Google my way to good health. And so I was spending $200 on Amazon or Vitamin World or Vitamin Shop for these disgusting tinctures of just pure Dawn Quai and all these other herbs and stuff, just trying to find solutions and really wasn't getting anywhere. All these just horse pill, women's vitamins, and I wasn't really feeling anything from them. And so I had to have physical therapy for my knee, for the accidents I was in, and I did have to have a myomectomy in order to remove some fibroids to alleviate some of the hormone issues that I had. But I was told that I would never get better. It would just probably get worse. And so I continued to look for solutions, and Young Living came into my life. Some of my friends were doing it, and I went to a home party to be nice with the intention of not buying oils because oils didn't work, because that was one of the things that I bought from Amazon that didn't work for me. But Panaway was placed on my body, and it relieved the tension that I had. And I was like, these are different, and the world needs to know. 2 weeks later, I was introduced in Ninja Red, which everyone needs to be taking every single day. It completely changed my mineral and vitamin absorption that I had when I got on that, and was a key to me having a successful surgery when I had it. And then 2 weeks later, I was introduced to Joy, because one of the things from having all these illnesses was my mood. And so knowing that as the basis, I felt like I had to share with other people. Now, I'm fortunate that I did not have a negative view of network marketing. I had been involved in a couple network marketing businesses before, and one of them gave me such a tremendous education system and enhanced my self-development plan that I had for my life that I had a great appreciation for it. And I just figured network marketing wasn't for me. I wasn't built for it. I wasn't built for these hotel meetings or whatever the style that they were doing, but I was always built to be an entrepreneur. And I wanted to I thought maybe I would get into real estate or something like that. But that day never came. And so when Young Living came in and they had the system that they had, and I was able to improve my health, I had to immediately share with other people. So we always do want to recognize and understand that people do have sometimes a negative view, but we want to also recognize that a lot of those negative views come from misinformation and really are myths. So with that, I'm just going to share right quickly a couple of these myths and why they're not true. So myth number one, getting in on the ground floor is the best path to success in a network marketing company. So this is just related to business in general. I have a business degree, and honestly, you do not want to get in most companies within the first 5 years. That's when you're going to have the most amount of glitches, problems, the least amount of products, the most amount of adjusting, and 90% of businesses fail within the first 5 years. So this is definitely a myth. You want to get in usually in the acceleration or the maturity phase of a business. Young Living is definitely in the maturity phase. And at this time, because of world conditions and because of changing cultures in the past 10 years, now is the best time to get in. It's never been a better time for us to get in because people are essential oils and alternative things to add on are more normal. 26 years ago when Young Living started, it was kind of a weird thing. I remember being around people that had little bottles of whatever they had, and they'd sometimes drink it, sometimes put it on, and they smelled like grass, and I thought they were weird. And I only found those people once in a while. Now, it's just more normal. People are used to it. If you tell somebody you use essential oils, they're like, oh, okay, you're one of those people. It's not something that's strange. And we have had continued growth over the past 2 years, record-breaking growth. So now is the best time to get in. Myth number two, network marketing is an opportunity for someone who is not doing well financially to make a lot of money. So this is a myth because it's a half truth. It is true that someone who's struggling financially can make a lot of money. This is a great opportunity for individuals, probably the best opportunity for someone that maybe has not been very educated to make a lot of money. However, it is a great opportunity for someone like myself who came in making close to 6 figures, not needing this for any financial reasons, but needing it for first and foremost health reasons, and second, needing it for time freedom. The fact that I can work this part-time while working my day job and working my volunteer Bible preaching job shows me that in the future, if I were to replace my income with my day job, then I can fit in and have more flexibility in my time. So it is a great opportunity for everyone. Myth number three, network marketers succeed by being in the right place at the right time. Again, the way that network marketing, when you study the structure, when you study how it's set up, you will clearly understand that you are paid on how much you work. We've seen so many people leverage the networks that they have from social media or from blogging or from other areas and shoot to the top because they were able to do that. Myth number four, the big guys make all the money off the little guy. Again, this is something that is just passed around all the time, and it isn't true. I've seen individuals, you get paid off of building teams. Yes, do you get a percentage off of your entire team? But I've seen individuals who have not built several teams. They only have one team, and they have people underneath them that have several teams, and the people underneath them make way much more than they do. So this is not something that you have to worry about. Now, we also wanted to talk about why health and wellness, because network marketing is an amazing opportunity. But for me personally, health and wellness is where we want to be. And why is that? The global wellness market reached approximately 4.75 trillion in 2019. It has a growth rate of 6.4%. And it is so diversified. It includes things like traditional and complementary medicine, preventive and personalized medicine, wellness, real estate, healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss, physical activity, spa economy, wellness tourism, personal care beauty and anti-aging, clean beauty. And the company that we represent has all of that in it. It touches every single aspect of it. And that's why we love the company that we represent. With that, I'm going to stop sharing and then we're going to hear from Sabrina. She's going to tell us her story. She's going to go more into depth about why we chose Young Living and why you should choose Young Living.
Everybody. I think my story is a little bit different than everyone else's and how I joined Young Living. My neighbor came down and talked to me, and what she pitched to me was the business side, but not so much for the money, but for the fun and the trips and the community. And I was looking for community. I was looking to have fun. I was looking for friendships. And I had been living in Maryland at the time for 7 years already, and really didn't have any friends. I had the people that I worked with as coworkers, but I couldn't say that I actually had friends except for my neighbor. And so when she pitched the fun side of this to me, I was all in. And so that is how I came into Young Living, was because of the fun and the community. The side benefit was the health. I was struggling with several health issues at the time. One was my gut, another was my breathing. And then my husband is clinically diagnosed with bipolar. And so the products became huge for me. When I used one of the products and it helped, it made me do all of my research to find out what was different about this company and the products and how I could incorporate all of them into my life. So that is how I got started. The why you should choose Young Living. The first reason that I went and I'm a proponent for Young Living is because of their seed to seal. And this is a promise and a guarantee of quality. So when I started looking into the health benefits, I realized that not everything that's on the shelf that's sold in America is good for you, even though it's on the shelf. And so with Young Living, I know that everything that they use is good. They have a sourcing system that they use to guarantee that our products are good for us. It's not about the money, but it's about the health and wellness of people. So that's one reason that Young Living is the company that I choose to go with, and why many other people are here doing network marketing with Young Living. The other thing I wanted to touch on is the company's standards. Like I said, it's not about the dollar amount. You can get essential oils like lavender. Take lavender essential oils, for example. You can get it from just about any company that does essential oils can give you lavender. But the standard on how they get that lavender, is the soil in a good condition? Have there been pesticides, herbicides, or anything like that used on your soil, on your plants? When you're looking to do wellness, you don't just want to look at that, okay, now I'm using a plant, but you want to know how that plant is grown, how that plant is cared for while it is growing before it becomes what you put on your body or ingest as an oil. So that is something that stood out really huge to me about Young Living. And the other thing, Tashina touched on this when she talked about the wellness industry and why the wellness industry is great. Young Living's product line covers everything. We have essential oils that work for health, they work for beauty, they work for supplements, because we have an internal line that you can take, that you can ingest internally. That is called our Vitality line. They have hair care products, they have body wash, deodorant, toothpaste, and they even have food. They have a weight loss program. So everything that you need for your health and wellness, you can get from Young Living. So with it being a well-rounded company, it's a company that no matter who you run into, there's a product for them. There is something that they can use to help them on their journey. And so when you look at the business side of it, it gives you more opportunity to talk to more people. If you were just selling paparazzi jewelry, the only people you can talk to are women who want to buy a whole bunch of jewelry. But with Young Living, you can talk to men, you can talk to women, you can talk to people about their children. We also have a animal line, so you can talk to people who are horse owners, dog owners, cat owners. Young Living covers everything for health and wellness. And then the final reason I love this company is because I rise by lifting others. It's all about a community and network marketing, and this company in particular. The more that I help the people on my team, the more that it helps me. So my goal is to make sure that everyone that's on my team reaches their goal. I don't look at my goal and just say, oh, I'm going to go for my goal. This is what I'm going for. This is what I'm doing because this is what I need. It's all about, what do the people on my team need? What do the people that have said yes with me and have partnered with me, what do they need? How can I help them reach their goals? So it takes the focus off of me and puts the focus on others. And that always blesses my soul. So those are my part of the story. Thank you all for allowing me to share with you.
Thank you so much. Sheila, was there anything you wanted to add on here at the end or reiterate? Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. Sheila, we can't hear you. We cannot hear you.
Okay, I do that sometimes. I forget about the mute part. Everybody brought up such great points. I wanted to emphasize that community point again, because again, when we're talking about people needing hope, that's another area right now that people are also looking for. They're looking for connection, and they're looking for that sense of community and team and their tribe and all of that. So that's another great reason that even now you can give people hope by being able to offer them the ability to connect with people really around the world. So like I said, everybody brought up some great points, and I'm just happy and grateful that we're able to share this with everyone live or recording.
Thank you. Thank you. So just to wrap it up right quick, as we mentioned, this is an opportunity. This is a business, and it does take hard work. It's simple, but it does take learning of some skills and hard work and being consistent. And so if you're watching the replay and you haven't made the decision, we encourage you, make the decision to actively participate and to share so that you can reach some of the things that we mentioned in here. And if you've been maybe just using the products, we encourage you to do some more research, do some more investigation, and see if sharing with others and using the referral program and blessing others would fit into your life so that you can begin to have a home-based business and to consciously grow that business. As usual, we always have it open for questions. So if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to drop them in the chat or unmute yourself and ask the questions. You will be able to find the replay in the actual event on Facebook, as well as on my YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. And we always are bringing additional content. So make sure you get with the person that invited you or sent you this video for any upcoming classes. All right. If there's nothing else, we will sign off and tell everyone to have an amazing evening. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
See you, everybody. Thanks so much.